unto mankind their divinity and how to make it manifest in every moment of their life. Believe in that. Do not believe that you are weak. Stand up and express the divinity within you. All power is within you. Never mind these failures, these little backslidings. Hold the ideal 1,000 times, and if you fail 1,000 times, make the attempt once more. Welcome our respected young participants. Welcome to Youth Talk, your very own interactive session. Venue, Swami Vivekananda Ancestral House. And today, as pointed by all of you all, we will be interacting and we will be discussing on one of the most important aspect, one of the most important dimension, one of the most important faculty of performance enhancement. Today, as pointed by all of you all, we will be interacting and discussing on perseverance, a very important aspect, dimension of performance enhancement, that is sticking ability. And our great master Swami Vivekananda and our great master emphasized and highlighted perseverance in a big way. He said that purity, patience and perseverance are the three essentials to success. And above all, love and passion, purity, patience and perseverance. He highly emphasized patience and perseverance. Patience is waiting for the time, and perseverance is sticking ability. Perseverance is firmly sticking ability and firmly sticking ability to continue in spite of various difficulties. That is perseverance. Ability to continue in spite of various difficulties and obstacles. Difficulties and obstacles, they are part of each and every action, of each and every path. That's quite natural. That is extremely normal. Difficulties and obstacles. Now, everybody, all of you all, my respected young participants, all of us do have this characteristic, this dimension in us. Everybody do have. But what is much more important is the period. How long we can actually stick to our path. We can actually stick to our path as well as we can actually stick to our objective. How long, the period. That's why what is much more important is steady persistence. Steady persistence. That is extremely important. Steady persistence. Steady persistence is the ability to continue with our course of action. Ability to continue with our course of action despite and in spite of numerous obstacles for a longer period. That is what is much more important. Steady persistence. Endurance. That is perseverance. Endurance and resolution. And what is extremely important is endurance stability. Everybody of us do have that quality, do have that ability to show inner grit and endurance for a shorter period. It's entirely important that how long we are fixing, we are just holding to our tenacity and inner grit. That is extremely important. How long we are holding to our tenacity and endurance. That's why that is endurance stability. Endurance stability is extremely important. And for steady persistence, for stabilizing the endurance level, we need to drill down oneself. We need to explore oneself. More we are concentrating on self-observation and self-knowledge. We are actually searching our tendency, and if we are searching our tendency, if we are finding our tendency, then perseverance will be coming quite naturally. As simple as that. Because that's part of us. But we will have to drill down, we will have to explore, we will have to concentrate on self-knowledge and self-observation. That is, to find our own tenacity, to find our own path, to find our objective, to find our ideals, to find our vision. If we can find our vision, our objective, our path of action, then we will always be in a position to show steady persistence, to show steady endurance, to show steady inner grit and tenacity. That's part of us. So one of the most important aspects for steady persistence and endurance stability is to search oneself. That is within us, to search our own tendency, to search our own passion, and to follow our vision with emotion. With emotion. That is extremely important. Now, one of the very important aspect for steady persistence, for stabilizing our endurance level, our inner grit, our tenacity, that is having positive inner conversation. Continuously we need to talk with oneself. We need to have positive self-talk and positive self-affirmation. Now, inner conversation is a natural process. We are having continuous inner chattering. We are having continuous mind chattering. That's a normal process. Inner conversation is normal. Continuous inner conversation, continuous mind chattering is taking place. And with that we are also developing, as well as we are also facing negative inner conversation. Now we got to bombard as well as we got to counter our negative inner conversation. That is quite natural. Negative inner conversations are natural. It will come, they will come, it will come through society, it will come through our externalities, it will come, but we need to counter our inner negative conversation with our positive inner conversation. We need to counter our negative inner conversation with our positive inner conversation. We need to bombard that negative thought process. Positive thought process is what is much more important for tenacity, for endurance, for perseverance, for persistence, for steady persistence. Positive thought process is extremely important, but negativity will creep up. That's a normal thing. That's a natural process. Negativity will creep up. We got to bombard negative thought process. We just got to bombard negative thought process. Thought conquers thought. As simple as that. That's why we need to conquer negative inner conversation with our positive inner conversation. Now, regarding this thing, VVS Lakshman, our champion Indian cricketer, VVS Lakshman, in his autobiography 281 and beyond, he extremely highlighted perseverance. 2001 Eden Garden against Australia, that famous innings, that's a gem of an innings. 281 against Australia, a game-changing knock. A really game-changing knock. VVS Lakshman highly emphasized on positive inner conversation. In his autobiography, 281 and beyond, he stated categorically, 2001 Eden Garden, that's a very important knock for entire Indian cricket history. For entire cricket history of our nation. Second innings, and VVS Lakshman said that after each ball, after each over, he is talking with himself. He is continuously having inner conversation, and after every over, he is reminding himself that come on, I must not leave the wicket. Come on, got to stick. Come on, got to stick. Come on, got to stick. He is actually having inner conversation, that positive inner conversation after each over. After each over, he is talking with oneself. And sometime when he is facing champion bowlers like McGrath, like Shane Warne, after each ball, he is having that positive inner conversation. He is continuously reminding oneself that come on, concentrate. That is one of the most important traits. for maintaining, for stabilizing our endurance level, for having steady persistence. Perseverance is tenacity and inner grit. And what is much more important, what is much more valuable, as well as what is much more effective is steady persistence, is stabilizing our endurance level. That is extremely important. Stabilizing our endurance level. That perseverance is highly effective. We got to maintain our endurance level. We got to maintain our perseverance level for a longer period. And if we need to maintain it for longer period, we need to have positive self-affirmation. As simple as that. So thank you, my respected young participants. Thank you very much, my respected young participants, for pointing out these very important dimension and faculty of our performance enhancement. All of you all do have high level of endurance and high level of inner grit, but we just got to talk with oneself for stabilizing as well as for stretching that period of showing endurance and tenacity. What is much more important is steady persistence, steady endurance, and steady tenacity. Thank you, my respected young participants. Thank you very much. Just go on drilling down oneself. Just go on exploring oneself. Just go on observing oneself. Thank you. Never say no. Never say I cannot. For you are infinite. All the power is within you. You can do anything. Each soul is potentially divine. The goal is to manifest this divinity within by controlling nature, external and internal. Do this either by work or worship or psychic control or philosophy, by one or more or all of these, and be free.